What really happens? When you stop chasing someone, it's not what you think. When you walk away from someone, their brain doesn't just register disappointment, it triggers a full neurobiological crisis, hardwired into humans for thousands of years. Here's what's actually happening inside their head. The moment they realize you're gone, their brain floods with stress hormones, cortisol and adrenaline. It's the same chemical cocktail your ancestors experienced when separated from the tribe in the wilderness. And here's the kicker. The brain literally can't tell the difference between emotional pain and physical injury. Brain scans during heartbreak light up the same regions as a broken bone. Your departure doesn't just hurt their feelings. Their nervous system screams, danger. Their survival instincts kick in. We've all been there. Someone stops replying to texts, and suddenly you're checking your phone every 30 seconds. That's not neediness. That's your mammalian brain fighting what it perceives as a life or death problem. Logical advice falls flat during heartbreak because the nervous system isn't thinking logically. And here's the irony. This response often has nothing to do with how much they valued the relationship. It's about how their brain interprets abandonment itself. Chapter 1. The Attachment System Lock. Leaving. Someone doesn't just affect the present moment. It hijacks their attachment system, activating survival strategies learned in early childhood. Anxious attachment, cling harder, analyze conversations like evidence, show up unexpectedly. Avoidant attachment, seem calm externally while internally experiencing chaos. The people who appear together often have attachment systems screaming the loudest. Independence masks panic. Your departure triggers a system that cares only about survival, not logic. That Instagram story isn't moving on. It's signaling, I'm still valuable. Chapter 2. Loss aversion in action. Humans feel loss twice as intensely as equivalent gains. Leaving isn't just taking away good moments. It feels like losing double the value. The brain tries desperately to avoid this psychological bankruptcy. They might convince themselves their persistence is love, but it's loss aversion in overdrive. Suddenly, the perfect partner after you leave? Not change, just desperate calculations to avoid loss. Sometimes the best thing for someone is losing what they're holding too tightly. Chapter 3. The Idealization Trap. When you walk away, your memory in their mind becomes a highlight reel. Every argument disappears. Every kindness is magnified. Worst relationships get rewritten as epic love stories. This isn't about you. It's their brain avoiding the work of facing their own patterns. Explaining why you left rarely helps. They're arguing with a fantasy, not reality. Chapter 4. Defense mechanisms activate leaving triggers, automatic defense systems. Rationalization. They were never right for me anyway. Projection. It's their fault, not mine. Denial. It's just a temporary misunderstanding. Underneath the theater, their sense of self is fragmenting. Defense mechanisms aren't flaws, they're emergency protocols. And sometimes the kindest act is not participating in their system. Chapter 5. The Bargaining Mind Games. After shock fades, their brain enters negotiation mode. Internal bargaining. If I do exactly this, they'll come back. External bargaining. Grand gestures, unexpected gifts, sudden lifestyle changes. Here's the truth. They're trying to regain control where they have none. The heartbreaking part, all this energy could fuel personal growth if they accept reality instead of trying to reverse it. Chapter 6. Social Identity Crisis. Your departure disrupts not just personal attachment, it shatters their social identity. Who am I when I'm not your person? Mutual friends, shared experiences, couple routines, all need recalibration. Their social value, once validated by your choice, feels lost. Rebound relationships, often about restoring social proof, not emotional connection. Chapter 7. Power Dynamic Shift. Walking away shifts all power to you. They were used to controlling influence. Now they can't. Attempts to regain control appear as manipulation, jealousy, or ultimatums. Your calm, firm exit signals. You no longer give your power away. True power is letting go gracefully, even when instincts scream to hold on. Chapter 8. The Growth Paradox. The most counterintuitive truth. Losing you might be exactly what they need to grow. Crisis forces self-reflection. They rebuild emotional regulation, rediscover themselves, reclaim independence. The ones who fall apart most? Often the ones who depended on the relationship for growth. Walking away can be the most loving act. It forces growth they couldn't achieve while clinging. Chapter 9. Time and Memory Distortion. Their relationship with time shifts. Past, idealized, edited, replayed endlessly. Present, intolerable because you're gone. Future, shrinks, focusing on fantasies of your return. Healing happens when they stop living in the ghost of the relationship and rebuild a life in the present. Chapter 10. The Healing Opportunity. Inside all that chaos is potential for transformation. Questions they avoid. Why do I attract unavailable people? Who am I without their validation? Real growth happens when they stop trying to recreate the past and start building a new self. Some eventually thank you, realizing your departure forced them to become who they were meant to be. The ultimate truth. You can't love someone into maturity. You can't stay to prevent their growth. Walking away isn't cruel. Staying when it no longer serves both of you would be. Choose yourself with compassion and clarity. Understanding their reactions isn't about responsibility. It's about awareness. Denial, bargaining, anger, grief, normal responses to perceived abandonment. Their intensity reflects nervous system interpretation, not how much they loved you. Your job? Honor your truth while holding compassionate boundaries. Sometimes the greatest gift you give someone is walking away. Learn something new? Hit like, share, subscribe, and join the discussion in the comments.